Hello guys. Hello. I welcome you all for today's session. Today we are going to learn one more application of subquery, that is employee manager relationship. Okay. Sir, what you have written EMP MGR. What does it mean? EMP means employee, MGR means manager, employee manager relationship. Sir, why we need to learn this? This is one more application. Okay, one more problem in which we will use the concept of subquery to resolve the issue. Okay. Now wherever you work in an organization, it to be any company or any education sector, school or any government sector, okay, there is always a hierarchy from lower post to the higher post. Like in police, junior constable, senior constable, then sub inspector, then junior SI, then inspector, then DSP. I don't know exactly. After DSP, let's say assistant commissioner. After assistant commissioner, let's say deputy commissioner, deputy commissioner, DIG. Okay, the hierarchy is there, power control. Similarly, in an organization, in company, okay, there is a employee manager relationship. Means one person is doing the task, and after doing the task, he's reporting to the another person. Okay, that another person might be higher in the post, might be higher in the experience. Okay, depends on the what type of organization. Let's say an intern is there. Intern is under training, so he's under observation of one senior. Okay, now that senior is the manager of that intern. Okay, now let's say that senior is developing a software. Now, that senior who is developing the software, if they face any issue, then he will report to the project manager, okay, or senior developer who has more experience. Now, that manager also will collect the performance. It will do the everything. Now, that manager, what he will do? He will give the details to the CEO. Okay, CEO also has some hierarchy like managing director, depend on the company. Now, look, if you look at the table here, sorry, diagram here, you can see here trainee is there. Okay, I'm making a red dot. Trainee is a junior, new. Trainee means like an intern who came for training. Now he is reporting the person E2. E2 is the boss for trainee. Okay, E2 is the boss for trainee. Similarly, manager is the boss for whom? Manager is the boss for employee E1 and E2. Okay, E3 also a employee. E3 also reporting to the manager, manager 2. Yeah. Now the both the manager have a common boss, that is means both higher common senior, that is CEO. Okay. Now you can see employees are having the employee ID and manager MGR number. Okay, employee ID and MGR number. These two things are there except CEO. CEO is having only employee ID. CEO is don't have any manager. Okay, CEO no manager because he is the CEO is the boss, high level boss. Now, what does the meaning of MGR? Okay, MGR number. See, guys. So MGR number tells who is your reporting manager. Okay, who is your reporting manager? Okay, means to whom you report your work, your problems, your upcoming assignment tasks, like in the office stand up is there. Okay, to whom you are reporting? Your reporting manager only. They might be your team lead, they might be your senior. So now, now what is the relationship in SQL now? See, guys, you might have noticed here one thing. Let's say, which color I should use? Black color. Okay. Now, trainee is having the MGR equal to 5. Just black tick I have done. Trainee is having MGR equal to 5. You can see employee ID of E2 is equal to 5. Yeah. By looking at the MGR, you can know who is your manager. Okay. That MGR number should match with the employee ID. Okay. The which person the employee is matching, that is the manager. By looking at the table, you can clearly say a trainee manager is E2 by looking at the tree structure. Okay. But in SQL test, the data is in table. How can you identify? That MGR number should match with the employee ID. Then only you can easily identify. Now take one more example. Okay, now let's say I'm taking orange marker. MGR equal to 2 for employee E1. Let's say an employee is there whose name is E1. He is having MGR equal to 2. Now you can see employee is also equal to 2 here. That manager 1 is the manager of E1. E1 is the employee of manager 1. Yeah. E2. Now for E2 also you can see E2 MGR equal to 2. So E2 manager is manager 1 by looking at the diagram. Now to sure employee is also equal to 2. Now you can see to find the manager we need what? MGR number. Okay. That should match with the employee number. Okay. Where matching is there? he is my senior, he is my boss, he is my reporting manager. Okay, this is how the hierarchy is there. Now you can see again also one more example. Let's take it. See guys, it's a bit difficult to understand for now, but in the example you will clearly understand. So please stay till the last. Okay. Now you can see here MGR equal to 1. Let's again read I am taking. MGR equal to 1 is there for manager 2, MGR equal to 1 for manager 1. So both the managers is having the same reporting manager. By looking at the diagram, who is the reporting manager? CEO. But how we can ensure? See that manager number equal to 1. That should match with the employee ID. Employee ID is also equal to the 1, which I encircled now. So you can clearly see the CEO is the boss. I hope you have got an idea. By looking at the table, how to understand, I will explain. So we are going to deal with two cases. Two cases we are going to deal with. Now, what are the two cases? So, case one is what? What is the case one? Case one is to identify the manager. We need to know who is my manager, not my manager. In the question is will be given, uh, write a query to display the details of Smith manager. Let us, in this question is there. Means I want to know the details of Smith manager. I need to know who is my manager first of all. How we will do? With help of employee name. Okay, employee name detail is there. How, sir? Smith manager. Smith is an employee. Now I need to know who is the Smith manager. Okay. Now, case two, to identify the employee with help of manager name. Here, what the question is saying, I need to identify what? I need to identify the who are my employees. Means who employees are under me. I'm the senior. Let's say I'm a senior test engineer for let's say 7 years in an company. Let's say to be Infosys. Now, I need to know who are under me. Let's say trainees, junior tester engineers, how many they are, employees are there, what are their names. I need to find the details. Okay, these two cases we will deal with. Now, how with manager name? How? Now I am the manager. Okay, now my name is Meghraj. With help of my name, I need to identify which employees are under me. Okay, that's the case we will see in the table. Beautiful question. Write a query to display the name of Smith manager. See, in the first slide, what I shown you, the tree structure. By looking at the structure, you can easily able to identify who is the senior and who is the junior. Okay, now data in real time is in table format. That now here the data is now it's a small table, but for larger table we need to know the logic. Okay, so first of all, take the small table, understand the logic, then write the subquery. Yes. Now here we need to know the details of Smith manager. First of all, to find manager, what we need? We need to know the manager name. Manager name is Smith. No, employee name. Okay, to find manager, we need to know the employee name. So, first of all, what we gone? We have seen the MGR number of Smith. MGR number of Smith is what? 3. Okay. MGR number should match with the employee number. Where the employee number is 3 is there? Ward. So, the Smith manager is Ward. This is the answer. We need to jump from MGR to employee number to find the manager. Sir, I'm getting confused, sir. See, guys, while jumping from EMP to DPT table, what is the common column that time it was there? Department number. Here it is in same table. Here the column names are different, but the values are same. Okay. With help of MGR number, we are able to find the manager details. We just MGR number should match with the employee number. So here the mantra is the in the inner query MGR number should be there. First of all, we need to find the MGR number. Then only we can switch to the employee number and get the name of Smith manager. So in the inner query, first of all, what we need to find? We need to find the manager. So in the inner query, what we will write? MGR number. Okay. So what will be the inner query? Select MGR from EMP where E name is equal to Smith. Forgive my handwriting. Okay. Understand the concept. We will practice. It's a inner query. Now it should be matched with what? It should be matched with the employee number. So what I will write? Select. No, select will come down. If you tell yes, then it means you have not listened to my lectures. Okay. What I want to display? The name. Name means which column? E name. So what I will write? Select E name. From which table? Table name is what? EMP. From EMP, where MGR or employee number? Employee number. EMPNO. Employee number is equal to. If you want, you can use is equal to, but I prefer for safety always use in operator. Okay. Now how the query is working. Now Smith MGR is what? 3. It will search. Select ename from EMP where employee number equal to 3. Now it will work like selection concept now. Employee number equal to 3 what? Which record will come? What? Third record. What record will be filtered out? From this, what I want? Ename. So what will be the output here? What? This is how the subquery is working. Put the table under execution, everything. That's a basic thing which I explained in the beginning. Now I'm just telling how the data is getting selected and we are fetching the exact result. Okay. From MGR, we are able to find the manager. If you want to find the manager in the inner query, we need to use MGR. To find the employee, we need to raise the employee number in the inner query. That's a simple trick. So here manager is asked, MGR in the inner query, and it's compared with the employee number. If employee detail is asked, then in the inner query we will write employee number, and in the outer query what we will compare with? MGR. Sir, not getting understood? We will see in the examples. Okay, don't worry. Look at one-to-one examples. If you are not getting, rewind. If still not understood, ask me in the comment section. Sir, so now what you will do? Just you will write the query and explain. We will see the working also. Don't worry. Application is also important to check in the software. First of all, now here the tricky department name I want of Smith manager. First of all, how to find the Smith manager? We need to know the Smith MGR number. Then we need to compare with the employer number to get the manager details, Smith manager. Then from we need to find the department name. Okay. First of all, what I need to know? Smith manager. For that, in the inner query, what I will write? Select MGR from EMP where E name is equal to Smith. See guys, equal to I'm using here because no error will come because in the employer table where we practicing out of 14 records, only, no employee is having the same employee name. Okay, so that's why no issue. But in real time, I prefer every time you use in operator instead of equal to. Okay. Now, where EMPNO in which table? From EMP. Now, department name is in which table? DPT table. To jump from EMP to DPT, which column I want? Department number. So what I will write? Select department number. Okay. Now department name I want to display. So what I will write? Select D name from DPT where department number in. Okay. So this is how you will write the query. See guys, what I'm doing here. I'm writing the query. Okay. To explain the working, I need a table. Now your table is not there. Two tables are not there. So you will see in the software. But whenever there is no table, I'm writing the query. Pause the video. First, you try to write the query. See if the query is matching or not. Okay. Logic it might be different. But in the case when I explain all type of methods like joins, correlator subqueries, normalization. Okay. Now this is a unique case. Now here we need to find the employees. Now who is the manager? Alan is the manager. Now Alan want to know who are my employees. Okay. So here vice versa. First, what we gone? First, what reference we have taken to find the manager? We used MGR. Okay, so MGR in the inner query. Now to find the employees, we will use employee number to find the employees. So employee number will be in the inner query. Okay. Now how? How sir? Not getting. See, Alan is the manager. Okay. So Alan employee number is 2. Now we need to check which employees MGR is equal to 2. So you can see here Ward and James. So third record and the fifth record to be filtered out and it should be displayed as a final output. Okay. This is how the subquery will work. It is a logic. Now we need to write in the form of query. Okay, sir. So in the inner query, what I will write? Select EMP, employee number from EMP where what? Ename is equal to Alien. Allen. Okay. Now it should be compared with what? Where MGR in. Okay. Where MGR in. Okay. From which table? From EMP. What I want to display? Details of employee. What I will write? Select asterisk. This is the simple query which we will write. Select asterisk from EMP where MGR in. Select employee number from EMP where EM is equal to Allen. Simple. What I have done? Just change the position of MGR and EMP. Got it? Say guys, if you want to understand the working, see Allen employee number. What is that? 2 it will come. So select star from EMP where MGR into it will work like normal selection. So filter out the third record and the fifth record. So third record and fifth record will be displayed as a final output. This question I'm giving you as a homework. Try to solve it. Okay. If you're not getting the answer, ask me in the comment section. No need to overthink. But first, at least try. What the question is asking? The question is asking I need to know the details of employees reporting to Smith manager. Sir, we're not understanding, sir. See guys, break the question. We go from inner to the outer query. Okay. First of all, what is being asked? Who is the Smith manager's manager? First of all, I need to know who is the Smith manager. Okay. First thing on that. Smith manager, what we need in the inner query? MGR. So what we'll write the inner query first. Select MGR from EMP where E name is equal to Smith. Okay. This is how we will write in the inner query. Very good. Now again I will use what? In operator. MJ is compared with what? Employee number. So I will write where employee number in. Which table? From EMP. Good. Now Smith manager I got. Smith manager's manager. That manager Smith manager is having one more manager. Okay. Like intern manager. Okay. That manager will have another manager. That manager will have CEO. Okay. Hierarchy is there. So again to get manager, I want in the what I will write? Select MGR I need. Okay. MGR is compared with what? Where EMPNO in. Okay. Now from which table I will write? From EMP. What I want now? Employees detail I want. So what I will write here? Select EMPNO employee number. Because what I want now? I want employee details. Okay. Now employee details is compared with what? MGR. Where MGR in. Okay. From which table? From EMP. What I want? Entire details. So whatever I select asterisk. How many open brackets are there? 1, 2, 3. Only one. Okay, 2. This is how we'll write the query. Okay, I hope you have got it. We will see the work. I hope the screen is visible to you all. Now here, you can see the employer table. 14 records are visible. The first question is write a code to display the name of Smith manager. Look at the Smith record. Smith MGR is what? 7902. Okay. 7, let's check in employee table. 7902 is coming for which record? Ford. So I want to display Ford as an output. Okay. Now let's check. Select. First we will see the output. Right output is coming or not. Okay. Select ename. From which table? From EMP where EMPNO in. Select MGR from EMP where ename is equal to Smith. We are getting forward as a final output. So means the subquery is working right. But how sir it's working? MGR of Smith, first of all, what is the MGR of Smith? MGR of Smith is what? 7902. Okay. So inner query will give output 7902. So let's check again. Select ename. Wait a second. Ename from EMP where MGR, sorry, MGR not, EMPNO in 7902. 4. We are getting the same answer. So the subquery is working correctly. The inner query is giving me the 7902. That's why the outer query is giving the right answer. Okay. Another question. Write a query to display department name, DName of Smith Manager. Smith Manager. I need to find out the department name of Smith Manager. Wait a second, guys. Smith Manager is whom? 4. Okay. 4 is working in which department? Department number 20. In department number 20, let's check first of all. We select select asterisk from DPT. Let's check in the DPT table. In the department 20, D name is what? Research. So the output should be research I should get. So first let's execute the query. Select D name from DPT where department number in. Select department number from EMP where employee number in. Select MGR from EMP where E name equal to Smith. Okay guys, 2 open bracket, 2 close bracket. Research. We got the right answer. By looking at the table, we get to know what is the exact answer and we got the same answer. Now, we know that this query will give me the department number 20. So select D name from DPT where department number in 20. So it will give me research only. Should I need to break down this query? I don't think I need to do it again. Now one more question. Write a query to display details of employee reporting to Alan. Okay, I need to know the employees who are reporting to Alan. Now here Alan is the manager. Okay. Look at the Alan record. Sorry, Smith, not Alan. Alan employee number is what? 7499. Okay. So here, I don't think 7499 is not there here. Okay. Just I change the question. Instead of Alan, in that example, I taken Alan. Now let's say instead of Alan, I taken the Blake. Write the query to display details of employee reporting to the Blake. Okay. Now look at the Blake record. Okay, job is only manager. Okay. Blake employee number is what? 7698. I need to know the Blake employees. Okay. Who are under Blake? Employees who are under Blake. 7698. Employee number of Blake is 7698. To the MGR, which employees are having 7698? 7698 Ward. 7698 Martin. 7698 James. Okay. So 3 employees I should get an output. James, Martin, Ward, 304, Alan. Okay. As of my observation, 4 employees are coming. Okay, let's check. What is asked here? Details of employees reporting to Blake. So in the inner query, I need to know what? I need to find what? Employee number. So in the outer query, I will get the details. What I want to display? Select asterisk. From which table? From EMP only. Where MGR in. Select EMPNO from EMP where E name is equal to Blake. Oh my god. 5 employees are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 employees is having this MGR 7698. Okay. So the inner query is giving me the employee number of Blake is 7698. Select asterisk from EMP where MGR is 7698. We will get this output. I need to verify, sir. I'm not sure. First of all, I need to ensure that employee number of Blake is 769. By looking at the table only, you can see. Blake, employee number is what? 7698. Okay. You can verify using the query also. How, sir? Select, wait a minute, select EMP, from EMP where E name is equal to Blake. 7698. Okay. Now outer query, select asterisk from EMP where MGR in 7698. You will get the same output. Alan Ward Martin Turner James. Alan Ward Martin Turner James. Okay, this is how the subquery is working. Last question. Write a query to display details of employee reporting to Smith manager's manager. Okay. First of all, try to understand using the table. Smith manager is whom? Smith manager 7902, whose employee number? Ford. Okay. Ford manager is whom? 7566 is matching with whom? 756 is Jones. Okay. Now I need to know the employees of Jones. So Jones employee number is what? 7566. In MGR 756 where is coming? Scott 7566. Ford 7566. So Scott and Ford I need to get an output. Okay. As of the observation. Let's check. Select asterisk from EMP where MGR in. Select EMPNO from EMP where EMPNO in. Select MGR is always compared with employee number. Select MGR from EMP where EMPNO in. Select MGR from EMP where E name is equal to whom? Smith. How much? 1, 2, 3. Open bracket, how much? 1, 2, 3. So close bracket, 1, 2, 3. Ford and Scott, we got the same answer. Okay. How, sir? I need to verify without observation. I need to check. So Smith MGR is what? What is the MGR of Smith? Okay. This is the inner query. So we will write select MGR from EMP where E name equal to what? Smith. 7902. Okay. So what I will do is, wait a minute, I will do copy paste here. Okay. Control C. Word file I will open. Why to type again and again. Same problem. Okay. Now here I will remove what? I will remove some numbers. So finally inner query was giving me what? 7902. What was the output here? 7902. 7902. Okay. I should again get the same output, Control C. Missing right parenthesis. How? Okay, 2, oh, 3 open bracket, okay, 2, 2. Sorry. So I will do ED. Control A, Control S, slash. Okay. Scott and Ford record. I am getting the same answer. Now, I need to know the MGR. Select MGR from EMP where employee number in 7902. This inner query is giving me what? Select MGR from EMP where EMPNO in 7902. 7566 I'm getting. Okay. So I will again erase it. 7566. Is it 7566? Verify. Okay. So 2 open brackets, 2 close brackets. Control C. Control V. Again I'm getting Scott and Ford. So means from inner query to outer query we are going. Means it's working right. Now this inner query, let's check. Select EMPNO from EMP where EMPNO in 7566. Again 7566 will come. Okay. So what you will do here is where MGR in 7566. Control A, Control C, Control V. Again I'm getting Scott and Ford. This ensures, this is the proof that from the innermost query we are going to the outermost query. This is how the execution is working. Okay. You might get confused while explaining why, sir, I'm moving from this to this to this to that. For that visualization only, I have shown you the practical approach also here. Why, sir, you said writing? Because first writing is important. In the interviews or in the exams, laptop is not being provided to you all. Internet is not there. That time you have to first write, get the answer. Okay. I hope you have got it.